Très bien, donc Innovation City est donc excellent dans notre jeu CNS. Bravo pour quelqu'un, donc pour ceux qui ont. Voilà, vous êtes à côté d'excellence, c'est bien. NS de Innovation City qui sont là, donc ces deux événements majeurs de cette semaine, avec les Days, bien évidemment, également. Voilà, je pense que c'est bon, on a ce qu'il nous faut. Il est 12h26, on va démarrer nos pitch hackathon. Et on va commencer avec les trois projets One Health. Donc on aura Medico AI, Neuro AI et XP. Ensuite on va passer à la partie EdTech avec Prophet, avec Étude AI et avec Eduverse. Voilà. Est-ce qu'ils sont tous là? Ils sont tous. Medico AI, Neuro AI, Neuro AI, pas encore? S'ils sont là? D'accord, c'est bien. مش استعد راه دير هادشي ولا XP quelque part dessous l'idée j'ai pas cherché XP vous êtes là ok not yet bon très bien Prophète ok je m'ouvre je suis petit au cadet étude AI Prophète. D'accord, Eduverse. Très bien, excellent. On a tout le monde. On a 3 minutes encore pour démarrer, mais on va les utiliser. On va démarrer tout de suite si tout le monde est d'accord. D'accord, jury? On va gagner 3 minutes. Excellent. Alors, on va commencer avec MedEco AI. Donc, nous, play l'email. Madame Zmoga, est-ce que vous êtes encore oui. Très très bien, excellent. Donc vous avez, comme discuté, comme prévu, vous avez 4 minutes, c'est bon? Et le jury? C'est bon. Alors, jury, j'insiste, puisqu'on a un timing à respecter, vous avez 1 minute. Essayez de vous concerter, et c'est pas genre au bout de 59 secondes, il y a un autre qui veut poser une question, et du coup, ça prend 1 minute de plus. Ça sera 1 minute par start-up, c'est le timing qui nous oblige. Mais au profit des start-up, enfin des projets d'hackathon, puisqu'on leur donne à eux 4 minutes pour pitcher. Voilà. Bon pitch, il est 12h29, on peut démarrer.
Hello everyone, so my name is Kais, and this is Noor. Representing Medical AI. So first, let's start off with a metaphor. Imagine an airport where every aircraft, runway, departments are managed independently and separately in silos with no control tower. So when one runway would be empty, another one would be crowded and overwhelmed. When fuel would be available nearby, an aircraft will be grounded because there is no one to coordinate the resources. That's the current situation in many hospitals. We have departments overflowing with patients, while some departments have unused beds and medical material. So we have, especially this is really relevant because this is happening in a country where there is less than where there is less than 2 beds per 1,000 inhabitants in the public sector. So every resource becomes very important and crucial for the patient's health. Now, the current systems still relies on interpersonal communication and phone calls to manage operations and coordinations. We're not just lacking staff and medical material, we're also lacking a control tower. And Medical AI is actually the control tower for hospitals. So Medical AI will act as a control tower, an intelligent control tower, which will be using multi-agent learning reinforcement, where each agent would be a department, and each agent would also be managing its own reality, and it would also learn from the impact of its decision on the hospital overall. So how it would work? We'll be having, for example, an agent. Let's take an example of an ambulance dropping patients currently. So it would be dropping the patients in the nearest hospital with medical AI. It would be dropping it in the less crowded hospital, thus improving the efficiency and the patient flow. So the main advantages would be more efficiently optimizing the resources, managing more effectively the beds and medical material, and also managing the hospital as a whole entity rather than different silos. So we're currently working on the project. We built the models and the agents. We built the system architecture. We also now working on building the simulation data and the digital twin. The main KPIs of the model will be resource allocation, the precision for the predictive analytics, and we'll also be targeting the B2G and B2B market, and our business model will be as SAS. So our vision in the short term would be to finalize the MVP and carry on working on the simulation and the data, establish strategic partnership with the hospital and deploy the solution in a shadow mode, and we'll also be using, after that running real-world case scenarios on hospital across departments to measure KPIs. In the medium term, we'll be looking at inter-hospital operability and also integrate with the current digital effort in the public sector and also become the national coordination platform. In the long term, we'll be looking at adding more features to the platform, also becoming a global scalable solution powered by AI and the rollout across the MENA region. So we're not just trying to replace medical expertise, we're empowering it with coordination, clear vision, and intelligence. Thank you for your attention.
Question, please.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the speech. I just have one question. What is the human intervention with this agent in order to make this orchestrating all of this? So, is there a human intervention? If there is, what is it?
So the first human intervention will be by providing the data, and the agent will actually provide warnings and insights into if there is like crowding, or predict any moments where there would be where the department will be crowded, so that medical staff can anticipate those. Do you have anything to add?
So the model anticipates these chaos before they happen by taking the data, and it will find the hidden patterns between these data by analyzing them, and it will pop some alerts on the dashboard, like you have to prepare bed 3 in this section or in this ward because you have, for example, more patients coming in the afternoon because we received a signal from the ambulance agent in our case, and we are predicting to have more patients coming in. So the decision, the final decision, will be a human decision. We are, as I said earlier, we are not replacing the experts in this field, but we are empowering them with the artificial intelligence.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. I really like the work, but I have one question. What is the added value by using agentic AI here, where you can use static resource manager?
So the resource manager only gives you a view of what you have, of your resources. For example, you have a number of beds, X patients came into the emergency care today, it only provides you with static data, let's say, static data up to date, but our solution will use this data and it will find the relation between every different section, every different entity. In our case, we talked about the emergency care department, the laboratory department, what else? The emergencies, you said, yeah? So each department, the agent will find the relation between each one of them, and it will analyze this data, and it will give you a dashboard with KPIs, clear KPIs, that will help you on making a decision. So it's basically built to help you make a decision.
C'est bon. C'est bon, jury? D'accord. Merci beaucoup, il faut le mettre là-bas. Alors, pas de questions, prochain vote pour le jury, désolé pour le revin, non, je blague. Mais vraiment, on est intransigeant sur la minute, vous avez vu, l'équipe est venue me rappeler à l'ordre, donc on a envie de rester tous amis, respectés. Avant, c'est surtout, en fait, c'est pas pour moi, longtemps, je n'en mets pas chez moi, mais pour avoir les mêmes règles pour toutes les équipes. Sinon, ils vont dire, eux, ils ont eu 2 questions et nous, on n'a pas eu. Voilà, s'il vous plaît, donc il fallait respecter la règle. C'est bien, ça commence très bien avec le jury. Neuro AI, Hejraïti. C'est bien. Hejraïti and Co. C'est sûr. S'il vous plaît, plus de micro à côté des baffes. C'est un classique. C'est bon, quand vous êtes prêts, on est là. Ça va, Khalid, dans la régie? On te torture assez, il s'occupe du son, on lui fait tout, des micros à côté des baffes et tout, c'est bien. Whenever you're ready, quand vous êtes prêts.
Before starting, let me be honest with you. Today I'm pitching with my colleague Bassem, but deep inside, I'm really stressed out. My heart is racing really very hard, and my mind is shuffling. So I'm really afraid that you may not understand what I'm trying to teach.
So imagine this happening with your psychiatrist, who is a human. And what if he doesn't understand what you want to express? How could he help you out if he can't really understand you?
That's exactly what Neuro AI is trying to tackle in this project. Statistically speaking, there's over 1 billion people that lives with mental health conditions today. Yes, as you heard, 1 billion people.
And even when treatment occurs, it often fails. 86% of patients state that their therapist doesn't really understand them. Of course, it's not because he's not skilled, it's because he's a human. And it's a human thing to understand someone. So, how could we approach solving this problem?
Let me answer you the same. Our team has written a survey paper. In our research, we found that researchers mentioned about EEG, ECG, EOG, even tone and facial expression, but secretly. And that's the gap that Neuro AI is tackling and dealing with.
Neuro AI tackles 3 aspects: neuro, physiological, and behavioral aspects. So, which are the tone analysis, ECG, EEG, and EOG, and finally the facial analysis. We provide a real-time dashboard for the psychiatrist. It's like a second brain for him. It will help him know what his patient really think about emotionally and his internal state, even give him reports on the go.
And of course, we didn't stop at professional. We also added an AI system for the patients for daily use that can analyze its tone and facial expressions. What about the market size and target? So for the primary market, we are targeting psychiatrists, hospitals, and therapy centers. And for the secondary market, we are targeting patients that are struggling with mental health disorder. Let's say everyone.
Going on to the business model, we have 2 packs for B2C patients and 3 packs for B2B patients to help us penetrate the market. For the datasets, since we read a lot of survey papers, we could have access to multiple datasets, thanks to our PhD supervisors too. And for the current project state, we wanted to know the feasibility of our data, and we started by implementing a real-time dashboard, which integrates the multiple models, deep learning models.
Yes, and we are aiming high. We are aiming for lots of upgrades and user feedbacks to have a stable version at the end.
Of course, Neuro AI needs to be safe and compliant, and we need to gain the trust of our clients by being accredited with the ISO 27001, and if we want to penetrate the European market, the GDPR.
And we cannot end the presentation without thanking the team behind this incredible work. Dear patient, by contributing with psychiatrists, we are behind you, we support you, and we hear you beyond speech. Thank you.
Yes.
C'est bon, allez-y.
Hello, congrats for the great pitch. I have a question on the price that you've shown very quickly. So the solution is in addition to a section with a shrink, right? So how does it add value, economic value for the patient? Because it's a kind of a price, and the question of the price of healthcare is always a tricky question. So is there an added value because it spends less time with the shrink, or how does it gain in the end?
So, thank you for the question first. We will help the patient get treated in less sessions, firstly. Secondly, it happens when you have an idea inside your mind, but speaking it, there is a lot of information. It's not the best way to speak it. We started, it's R&D in progress, by implementing brain-to-speech and multiple emotions, extracting multiple emotions from different modalities to be able to assess what the patient really feels. Because by combining the EOG, which is the eye movement, and the inside, what is brain, the waves, the gamma, and what is talking, if we get all of those together, we can interpret, for example, if he has anxiety, what he's trying to say.
Also, we are trying to minimize the gap that's happening between the psychiatrist and the patient. So here we are trying to help the psychiatrist have a better look and a better vision about his patient. That's it.
We hope that we could answer the question.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Merci, on peut les applaudir.
Merci.
C'était c'était Neuro AI, et on passe maintenant au Small Data. Vient de me dire que XP sont là. Oui, le XP. XP. Projet XP. Sont là, ok. Dis-moi, j'ai oublié de l'idée, genre il y a 30 000 mains, je dois te voir. Voilà, donc pareil, puisque vous n'étiez pas là tout à l'heure, je vous le rappelle, même si vous avez été briefé, vous avez 4 minutes de pitch, voilà, 2 minutes de Q&A avec le jury. Quand vous êtes prêts, vous démarrez et le compteur va démarrer. Bon courage.
Hello. Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. We are honored to present our project MedLink. So before starting, we are XP, and let's dive directly to the story. Meet Aisha, a 60-year-old woman who wakes up dizzy, who doesn't know what to do. Does she need a doctor? which specialist does she need to visit. Should she wait or maybe just call emergency? She's confused and like millions of Tunisians, she likes clinical guidance, and which creates stress, overcrowded hospitals, and delays. And that's why exactly we created MedLink. So MedLink is a medical guidance platform that interprets symptoms and guides you directly to the right specialist. It's 24 hours and on any device. So let's see how the journey starts. First, Aisha fills the form using the voice, the text, her camera through any device, and we guide her through simple, clear steps. And also, our platform understands her naturally because we are integrating Tunisian dialect on our next release. Then our platform analyzes and identifies the symptoms and then orients her to the specific specialty. And then she gets to decide which specialist that she wants to go to make an appointment. We suggest them partner doctors and also nearby specialists. And then after booking the appointment, a structured report is generated that contains an overview of the symptoms, which will be directly sent to the doctor. Behind the scenes, our AI enables seamless and interactive interaction with the speech, text. We have computer vision for the vision checks, etc. And also our intelligent reasoning models, which will accurately address the specific doctor.
So, moving to the impact, Middle Ink is rapid, simple, and inclusive. So, first of all, we have fast orientation. Patients reach the right specialist sooner. Also, reduce unnecessary visits, which is very important because it lowers the pressure on the institutions, hospital, clinics, etc. Then we have higher efficiency, better patient triage before arrival. And then cost saving, most importantly for the clinics, insurers, public health institutions, and finally improved experience for the patients. Now they feel guided and not lost. Middle Ink, built to scale and ready to deploy. Our main target segments are hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, telemedicine platform. And for the revenue models, we are based on two things. The B2B is mainly for the institutional subscription, and the B2C for doctors and specialists for a professional subscription. Moving now to the future. Now imagine a future of care that speaks your dialect. We are 3 AI engineering students. We built an MVP that works in English, but we are moving to a more inclusive solution with Tunisian dialect using the Tunisian ABZ dialect dataset. Now for the next step, we have the clinic validation to test with partners, the deployment to run out in institutions, the e-santé compliance to meet the standards, and the pricing strategy to define our pricing model. And finally, for the partnership growth, it is focused mainly on the networking and collecting contacts to improve the system. And to sum up, health starts with knowing where to go, and we Team XP make that simple for you. So, thank you for your attention, everyone.
Julie, question, s'il vous plaît. Question, please. Très bien.
Okay, thank you. I want to be sure that what you propose is a system that help patient to go directly to the specialist and with no need to generalist. This is the idea.
Indeed, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Du coup, on peut prendre une autre question, puisque ça prend 10 minutes.
I had a question linked to that.
A quick one, please.
Yes. What happens if there's a mistake? Does it say, okay, don't go to the doctor, but there is a disease that the tool doesn't see? How do you handle that?
Well, our system is always cautious. That's why we always send a recommendation to visit a generalist, especially, for example, if it's a flu or maybe fever. But when it's about details, we do not want to scare the patients or maybe tell them things that can make them anxious. That's why the report is only sent to the doctor, and according to his own consultation, with the help of our report, he will decide. So the doctor is deciding, not our system.
Thank you. Merci, Julie. Merci, on peut les applaudir. C'était XP. On passe à Prophète. Voilà, le carnet, s'il vous plaît. Alors, je vous annonce, pour qu'on ne perde pas de temps sur votre arrivée, je vous ai annoncé dans l'ordre. Donc, après Prophète, ça sera étude AI, et ensuite Eduverse. Veuillez vous rapprocher, restez peut-être dans la première rangée, comme ça vous montez directement. Parce qu'on a démarré même avant l'heure, mais là, on a passé le temps d'équivalent de 5 startups. Alors, vous n'êtes que 3 à être passés. Ça ne se voit pas, mais quand on prend un peu plus de temps, chaque fois, c'est un chiffre à la fin. S'il vous plaît, étudiez AI et Eduverse. Si vous voulez vous rapprocher peut-être les deux personnes qui vont pitcher de la rangée devant pour qu'on ne perde pas de temps après, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Et si on peut laisser un micro au jury comme ça, qui est allumé, comme ça on peut enchaîner directement, s'il vous plaît. Quand vous êtes prêts, allez-y. C'est bon? On peut démarrer?
Yes.
Merci.
Hello everyone, it's such an honor to be here with you today. So, I'm going to start with a simple question. Do you think education is equal in Tunisia? Well, it is not. It is uniform and not equal, because it overlooks the fact that students have different learning style, different needs, and different realities. In fact, many students are labeled as lazy or incapable, but the truth is, they just learn differently. For example, people with ADHD, people who have dyslexia, and the whole neurodivergent community. And that's exactly why we are creating Profate. Profate is Tunisia's first EdTech platform where learning is 100% personalized. Where learning is 100% personalized. It is tailored to primary and high school students with learning difficulties. Our students are there matched with tutors who excel in teaching with their learning style.
Our plan is to use two AI components. For the adaptive test, we aim to combine item response theory with the combination of long short-term memory model to allow the student to track his actions, for example, speed, hesitation, and mistakes. This allows the model to adapt each upcoming question depending on the previous input. And this builds a detailed and more oriented learning profile and learning style for each student's diagnosis or patterns or weaknesses and strengths.
So, for tutor matching, we plan to use an embedded system in order to pair students with tutors that match them correctly. Using AI this way allows us to
Okay, thanks to Perfect, parents get in one click what would take them months and weeks of research and specialist hunting.
Profit generates revenue through B2C and B2B models. On the B2C side, parents subscribe at the 50 dinar per month, with only 4% of Tunisia's 1.3 million students. That's over 31 million Tunisian dinar per year through our commission-based model. On the B2B side, we partner with private schools to provide personalized tutoring support for struggling students, so that private schools don't have to hire extra staff. We also work with companies who want to offer profit as employee benefit, helping their workers' children succeed academically.
We are actively working on Perfect and we have seen great progress. We're developing our AI test models. We're actively collaborating with educational psychologists. For the next 6 months, our goal is to reach a bound with the beta launch with 50 students and 20 tutors, while actively enhancing our AI model. In the 6-12 months, our goal is to officially launch Perfect, upscale it to 500 students, and starting B2B partnerships. Now you see, Perfect is not just an idea, it's a movement. It's a strong belief that education should be equal, for everybody to shine and not just fit in. We believe in Perfect and we hope you do too. And to answer the first question, I want to say yes, education can be equal if every student has the right support to learn, to shine, to understand, and to succeed. Thank you, and Perfect, learn your way every day. Thank you for your attention.
Jury, question, please. Question.
Yes.
Thank you for your presentation. And how do you find your mentors? All the mentors that you were talking about?
The tutors or the mentors?
The mentors.
Okay, the tutor are the mentors, the educational psychologists.
Exactly.
Okay, there are educational psychologists who are students in master in Tunisia. There are also psychologists who work with kids, and we're already working with Dr. Hina Kakhaneshi, who's mentoring us and who's helping us.
Thank you.
Okay, and for mentors and for tutors, we're gonna.
For tutors, mentors.
Okay, for tutors, we're gonna teach. They are freshly graduates and university students who are trained by educational psychologists.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Voilà, mais pas grave. Merci beaucoup. Alors, études AI, comme je disais, ensuite EduVerse, études AI. Pas besoin même d'attendre que je vous appelle. Après études AI, c'est EduVerse. Yes.
Shall I start?
Yes.
Okay. Pleasure is a key condition to boost learning and the can-do attitude. This quote, said by others, addresses a major problem in education. So many children in Tunisia are facing major problems. For example, our educational system are still relying on the classical method, and also lessons are not made for each child level. And finally, we are really dependent on private tutoring. That's why we introduced Etude.ai, when we combine learning and gamification. So our AI-powered platform is designed to make personalized, engaging, and fun learning by delivering 5 key learning features: lesson summaries, quizzes, question and answer, parent progress report, and the most important feature, personalized learning reporting. So this is our system overview. As you can see, the parent can interact with the planner agent to generate a plan for his kid. The planner agent, in collaboration with the user history, the kid history, and also the session history agent, we will have a plan that can help the parent track the kid. Otherwise, in the other part, the kid can interact with the summary agent, the question and answer agent, and the quiz agent to generate summaries, question and answers, quizzes, to make the kid learn and improve his level. But our platform is based on the knowledge graph database. This database converts the Tunisian curriculum books, take the content, the images, and design it into one modular knowledge graph that covers all of the content of this subject. And the fun fact that we can take all of the education content and digitalize it in just one day. So this is our demo.
The video, please.
Okay, here we can log in. This is the session dashboard. Also here, this is the achievements, the logs. Here we can ask him some questions and he can answer in Tunisian dialect or in Arabic. Here, the dinosaur game, we can choose between easy and hard, etc. Each time you answer correct, the dinosaur will step forward and you will gain some points. I get 9 of 10 here. So the final feature here is a summary. As you can see, it's really attractive because it's containing images and text. And that's it, our adventure at its end. And now, let's talk business. And we're going to start with this business model.
Yes, moving on to our business model. So for the B2B, we will be partnering with the educational institutions and the after-school program centers through a yearly subscription of 3,000 dinars per teacher. And each teacher covers 20 students. And this can enrich and encourage future and long-standing collaborations and partnerships. Moving on to the B2C, we will be giving parents an offer of 15 dinars per month with 20% discount for the annual subscriptions. And this is, of course, the good thing is that it's less than the private traditional tutoring. And of course, we're not just talking and dreaming. We are executing because by October 2025, we had already implemented our proof of concept, and it's validated by 15 early adopters who are teachers and parents. And we will take this feedback so that by April 2026, we aim to make the MVP ready, and we aim to establish partnership with the National Pedagogical Center so that we can build the whole database of the whole Tunisian curriculum. By November 2026, we will try to launch our beta version, and we will try to scale the infrastructure so that it can handle more users for the platform. And by February 2027, finally, we can say that we can launch finally the final version of the platform, and the parent subscriptions will go live. In the end, to conclude, Etude.ai is not just about making education fun. It's not just about making it easier or more accessible to more kids. It's not just about making more kids engaged with us. It's about changing the whole educational ecosystem in our country. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Question. Je remercie.
I have no question. I just want to thank you. I really like the idea. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So no question? Okay, we move on. Ediverse, thank you.
Thank you.
It's either a very good sign or good luck. It's not only about luck, but it's the good job that you do. So your own destiny is in your hands. Last but not least, Ediverse. Si on est prêt, are we ready? اوكي لحظه اوكي اوكي
Okay, perfect.
whenever you're ready concentrate.
نبدأ؟ Welcome everyone to our presentation today. Today we're going to present to you Universe, our project. Universe comes as a solution for a specific problem, which is the low engagement in universities. So we all been there one day, we studied something like last week, and we're looking at it today just to revise it. And we're surprised that we are just looking at it like the first time. We literally forgot everything. And this is normal behavior, like everyone forget, and this is normal behavior. Actually, 75% of Gen Z forget what they studied last week. So that's gonna make us passively learn, because we'll be like, okay, if I'm gonna forget it anyway, I might just as well passively read the text and that's it. And it's gonna make the teacher frustrated and like bothered that they not achieving results. So as a solution for that, we're gonna make the entire education system gamifiable. What do you mean by that? We're gonna make the entire course as games so students can enjoy them and focus more on them. So our system gonna start at first by the teacher getting his entire courses, his entire data into like a centralized place. He will import whatever you want. Like we're talking here PDFs, we're talking here URLs, videos, audios, handwritten files. Of course, all of these data can be in either Arabic, English, or French. And this entire data gonna go later on to the AI system. The AI system is composed of 7 agents, every agent with his like tools and like tasks, and 4 main pipelines. With all these pipelines and with all these agents, the teacher and educator will be able, without any coding experience, to generate an amazing games. And we're here not just talking about quizzes. We're here talking about like entire RPGs. We're talking here about a lot of puzzles and a lot of fun. Actually, this is an example here. As you can see, here the teacher didn't need even more than 5 seconds and 2 clicks to generate an entire quizzes, like a 30-question quiz. And here, as you can see, this is the roadmap of the student. The student, when he log in, he will have the entire like, course, and he can be like competitive with his friends. And for the target audience, here we are B2B, we're targeting universities. So universities will buy our product, so they give the access to their teachers, and the educator teacher will create quizzes and games for the students so they learn. And when we talk about product, we will never forget about the pricing. Here we're going to generate most of our revenue. Here we have most of the universities, and we're going to generate most of the revenue, but we didn't forget the less established like universities and departments like of science or whatever. So we have them here, and we're not going to forget about education and training centers in Tunisia. They are so well established here. So we created a specific pack for them. And for the timeline right now, we are more ahead than on our timeline. Actually, we already finished the POC, proof of concept, and the core AI working, and we have more than 12 like early adapters who enjoyed and love our like system. But for the next phase, and it's after 2 phases, after 4 months, it's gonna be like the deploying of this of our product for 5 universities. And after 12 months, aka a year, it's going to be deploying it into the entire MENA area, specifically for Tunisia, Algeria, and Morocco, because they have the same languages as us. And of course, this is our team who make this possible, and we're really happy that we're here. And our system, our app, already working, functioning properly. So please scan this QR code to get to the login page and try our app. It's completely for free. We make it free, and we want you to be an early adapter too, if possible. Thank you for your attention, and we're happy to hear any question you have.
Very question.
First of all, thank you for the presentation. As I understood, the data will be extracted from teachers' courses, right? So will there be a personalized version for each school? depending on the courses?
Yes, of course. Every teacher is unique by itself. So by providing the unicity of the teacher and the unicity of the courses from that unique, so it's going to be completely unique, completely different, and everyone will enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your attention, and we're happy to be here today.
So, c'est bon, on a terminé tous nos pitchs. Ce matin, on les laisse délibérer le jury, on libère tout le monde, c'est bien ça? Voilà. Oui, voilà, les résultats c'est ce soir. Donc maintenant, vous êtes tous libres. Il est 13h12, on se retrouve ici à 14h. Je sais que je vous laisse que 50 minutes, mais on peut faire beaucoup de choses. On peut manger, s'allonger un petit peu, réfléchir à ce qu'on a envie de faire ce week-end et revenir. Il y a le temps, je pense. Sinon, les résultats, c'est ce soir, en fin de journée, pour toutes les équipes. Voilà, on se retrouve ici dans 50 minutes. Merci.